I've been working on my self-dialogue or self-talk lately a lot, a lot. And you cannot do that listening a podcast in the background. You cannot think clearly being in a noisy environment. Um, there's a saying that goes, I cannot hear my thoughts in here being loud. And I find this to be true. If you're working on yourself, and I believe you do since you're here, there's a time for everything. First, we study. We study. We listen. We read. We do this. We do that. But mostly studying, reading a books. Just we want to know more. And many people feel stuck because they know all the theory. They know how they need to feel to attract let's say, a partner using law of attraction. But they never implement it. They never turn off that, I don't know, guided meditation, and they never practice within their being, within their energy to attract what they want. Studying is like crucial. I'm not saying stop studying, like continue study until the day you die. But also implement what you learned. Implement. Like imagine a person. That's what I practice. When I wake up, when I make my coffee, when I do whatever that's people do in the morning, not just morning, but all throughout their days. They do a lot of things, okay? But they never, like, they don't, okay, thoughts, how to say this, like, we must choose the thoughts we want, not the thoughts we want, but we are choosing how we feel. And the most important thing to feel good, in your body, to feel good here, wherever, is the thoughts that are coming through our heads. And you cannot entertain just any thoughts. You cannot afford yourself that, like, you cannot. Of course, thoughts come and go. Sometimes we are not choosing them, they just pop up. But we are the ones, whether we want to entertain that thoughts or not. Entertain or not, we are choosing. We are choosing what to believe, what is going through our heads. And you cannot achieve big things. You can, that's what I think, without thinking critically. We must think critically. We must have dialogues with ourselves. We must take time, not just take time to think, to schedule, let's say, an hour, and now I'm going to think. No, whatever that you do, just think. Yes, try. Also try not to think, just to think in the moment, but you get the point. Like, whatever that we want to create, first it has to be here. Like, we need to bring to fruition from here to the outside world. I must admit, at first it felt like a struggle. It felt like a struggle because I was thinking all sorts of things that I didn't want, things that made me feel bad and down. And changing my way of thinking, actually having a dialogues, conversations with myself, and conversations with creator, with God, it felt like, I felt like my brain was rusty. Okay, my brain was rusty. It wasn't, my brain wasn't able at first to think, not clear, yes, clearly, of course, but to think what I wanted to think about myself, about other people. And this video is all about encouraging you to have a conversations with you all throughout your day, in a shower, commuting to work, doing some, I don't know what. Have a conversations with yourself. Ask yourself big questions, and then you're going to get naturally big answers. I truly, truly believe that everything starts from self-talk, self-dialogue. Everything. Like, if we want to change something, first we must change here. And there is no better way than thinking differently, thinking more, if we have to think, if we believe that is how we are going to change our surroundings. That is why time for yourself. That is why why I stopped drinking wine. That is why separating yourself from your family for 20 minutes, just to tune in, to have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself a question. Okay, what is the next right thing? What is the next right thing? Talk with yourself. Talk with yourself like you are your own best friend, partner, parent, um, child. Be to you your biggest cheerleader. And the only way to do that is to have a positive, uplifting self-talk, self-talk. And if it feels struggle at first, know that um, you neglected yourself, your mental health for a while, but that can be changed. That can be changed with a small steps forward. Talk with yourself. I really, really hope this helped and or is going to help you in the future. See you next time.